I want to play for you today a video from a young lady named Sherry Holly. Sherry Holly is the late niece of the late great Buddy Holly from Lubbock, Texas. I've known Sherry. Sherry is a very beautiful Christian lady, great songwriter, and one who loved the Lord. So listen while I share her testimony with you on Freedom from Darkness to Deliverance Ministries.
This is Sherry Holly. I wanted to tell you a little about the songs I've written and why I wrote them. The song I Just Turned It Over to Jesus was written about a time in my past when I was running from something. I had Jesus as my Savior, but was running from sin in my life. I left Lubbock, Texas to try to relocate in Evansville, Indiana. I was trying to get away from a person and from the sin in my life. I drove to Evansville, Indiana by myself. Actually, it was me and Jesus. And I had some really good talks with Jesus. I stayed in Evansville, Indiana for approximately 2 weeks. There, I repented of my sins and I got things right with the Lord. That was when I was ready to come back home to Lubbock, Texas to live. The song Gonna See My Savior is about a saved person looking forward to the time when Jesus comes back and the saved people are raptured. I was trying to tell the people how I look forward to this day, meeting my friends and loved ones there who have gone on to glory, and how I look forward to seeing my Savior. Another song I wrote was Don't Be Left Behind. This song was written for the unsaved person so that they would come to their senses and wouldn't be left behind. I once saw a movie that inspired my husband and I to write this song, and it's about a young man that had a dream. He dreamed that he was left behind when Jesus came to rapture up the saints. The young man had been left behind with his sister and dad, and his mother and brother had been raptured. This song was written as a wake-up call for the unsaved person to realize that God sent Jesus to die on the cross for their sins, their past, present, and future sins. If the unsaved man believes that Jesus died for him, repents of his sins, and asks Jesus to save him from an eternity in hell, then he will be saved. If he really means that in his heart, he gets saved and he won't be left behind. And then the song that I wrote, Just Trust in Him, is about asking Jesus to save you, and that's strictly what this song is dealing with. The song I wrote called Take It to Jesus was written actually for prisoners. My husband and I do a prison ministry, and I had the prisoners in mind when writing this particular song. And this song is dedicated to prisoners and the unsaved man. It tells them if they have troubles to take their worries and troubles to Jesus, because He understands and He is there for them. My song, The Key is Through Jesus, is for the person who has tried many different things, trying to find peace and happiness. They may have tried drugs, alcohol, relationships, cheating and stealing, but what they were really looking for and searching for was Jesus. He is the key. So I hope these songs help anyone that listens. I was inspired by the Lord to write them, and I hope they have a real blessing on anyone. Thank you. This is Sherry Holly. I wanted to tell you a little about the songs I've written and why I wrote them.